Hey everyone, welcome back to the CG Artist Academy, and we are here with a new tutorial. And today we're gonna learn how to create this Lego style Pyro Sim. So you can see that it's just looking like we see in a Lego movies, the voxelize look and feel. So this is we're gonna create today. Okay, so quickly jump back to the Houdini, and here we need to create a GeoNode and rename it to emitter. Press I to get inside, and here we create a sphere, and let's scale it down like by adding a transform node, and here we will add around 0.5 or maybe 0.3. okay, so that's my emitter, and we are not gonna create a blast or a pyro thing with a scratch. We will just use the shelf tool. Okay, Pyro FX here, and let's click on this explosion. Just wait, it will calculate and create the explosion for us, and it's created. And let's see how it looks, and it's looking pretty good, I guess, from the beginning, but we need to change a few parameters and then we will cache it out to do our further thing. Okay, so let's stop it and go back to your first frame and dive into your Pyro Sim, and here select your Pyro solver and go to the simulation tab, and here you will find a bouncy lift, and let's add it like a 5 or maybe 6. Yeah, 6 is fine. And go to the combustion, and here you will find, no, actually go to the shape, and here you will find the turbulence, and just add this swirl size to like 1.5. okay, and dissipation value is fine. Okay, let's leave it rest of it and go to your Pyro, and here in the properties we have a division size. We will like change it to around 0.25, not much, and let's see how it comes. So the simulation is looking pretty good because it's not a pyro explosion or something kind of tutorial. We need to voxelize that, so it's fine. What we need is we just need 100 frames, and we will cache it out very quickly. And to cache it out, let's go to your Pyro import, and here you will find this import pyro field, and you have this option here to save. Just click on this save to file and select your path where you want to save, and for me it's like I have saved already, so let me show you the path. Go to Houdini, or you can say Lego style geo, and it's here. Okay, what I did is I just saved as a bgo file, not .sc. okay, and select this save frame range, render it with take main, and let's save it to the disk. Okay, that's it, nothing else you need to do. Okay, when it's done, let's open a new Houdini. What I will create a GeoNode again, and Pyro import. In here we will create .io, and this .io, here you will find this geometry file, and let's import your file wherever you have saved, and click here load from disk, and you can see that I have my cached Pyro Sim. Okay, so it's only 100 frames, so let's make the timeline of 100 frames. Okay, so I have here my Pyro Sim. Okay, next what we need to create a box. Create that, and primitive type to be points, and let's connect it with this. Okay, so just enable this divisions, and here we will add an expression to actually replicate these cubes to the volume of the Pyro Sim. Okay, so let's do that. An expression is volumerize this one. Okay, and here we'll import our field, which is .io. Okay, and now we will call our node, which is box, so let's 0, and for the axis x, so let's comma 0 for the x-axis, and that's it. So you can see that one axis is completed. Now copy this, and in a y just change it to 1 for y, and again paste, and for z it should be 2. So now you can see that our cubes are filled to the volume size. Okay, now we need to create another node, which is attribute from volume. Let's type from volume. Okay, connect box to the first input and dop import to the second one, and enable it, and you can see that all the properties of the volume we got here, but all we need is density. So let's type density, and you can see that now we only get the density, and you can see that our smoke, our simulation is now looking in this grid. Okay, so yeah, now what we need is we need to create a delete node, so that we can only see the explosion which we have created. So enable this, and no, not enable this, let's change it to the points, and enable operation delete by patterns. Instead of patterns, let's delete by expression, and here we will add an expression $CR. Okay, and let's see what it comes. Nothing happened. Why? Because we need to select this operation, delete non-selected, and you can see that we can see our pyro explosion which we have created. Okay, so yeah, don't forget to save your file, because sometimes it crashes, so otherwise you have to do all these steps again. What you can do here is, in this expression you can tell Houdini to look greater than whatever the value you have in your mind. So if I'm going for 1.5, so it will delete more points. Okay, so it's looking better, obviously, because I don't want that dense volume. Okay, so from till here it's fine. Next, now again we need to create a attribute from volume. So let's write from volume, and let's connect this, delete to the first input and drop to the second one, and this time here we will need the volume to be heat, and here in mapping we will change few parameters. Okay, so let's here 1.5. Okay, so let's 0.8, so that we will get the brighter side over here, and in here let's enable this. Okay, and let's enable both of them, and let's clamp it so that we can only see the brighter part. Yeah, like this. It's up to you what look you want to achieve. And for me it's looking better. And for here we will need the color. So what you can do is you can just double click on that and select the color and do it manually. Okay, and what else you can do is go to the preset and select your black body, so it will give you the ramp of the fire explosion. Okay, by default. Now you can crunch it down like this, and for this I don't want this a complete black thing, so yeah, this is better. And let's crunch it down to here. It's completely you, it's completely depends on you what look you are looking for. So yeah, and if I need a brighter thing, then I can obviously go to this 0.65. yeah, definitely it's working for me, and it's all about experimentation. You can do that. After that we need to create a box again. Okay, and after that we'll create a poly bevel. And let's see that how it looks. We just need a little bit of changes here so that it will look better when it going to instance on the points. Okay, and for the scale we will use the particle separation value which we have used for our pyro. So I remembered that, so it's like 0.025. you can use whatever you want, and you can obviously change manually because it's up to you how large, how scale cubes you want to be represented. Okay, so now what we need is we need a copy stamp node. Okay, so let's connect this polybevel and attribute from volume to the second and enable this, and you can see that we can see our cubes instance on the point which we have generated from the our pyro. Okay, so here it's looking better, no doubt, but we are not getting the shading attributes. So to enable that, just go to your go to your attribute node and click on this use template point attribute. So it will give you taking the attribute from the shading which we have created from attribute from volume. Okay, so yeah, it's done here. And after this we will add a vertex node, not this one. Vertex old, and in the normals you can use this cusp normals. It will take some time, and enable this. It's already looking better, so it's done. And after that what you can do is you can obviously render it out. To do that, what I did is like I created the environment light. Let's take this one. It will take some time sometimes, and press T. I don't want to see the HDRI light in my background, so I don't want to see it as a display. Let's close it and select this exposure to be 1, I guess, maybe 2. Let's go to your render view and hit the render. It will take some time to calculate. You can see that it's already rendering, but I haven't applied the shader, so let's quickly apply that. Go to your material palette and take this principal shader and drag and drop to the your cubes. And when the material is selected, here you can change few parameters. Let's base color to be 1 1 1, and because it's taking a point color, so definitely it will render the shaded thing which we have created in the attribute from volume. It will definitely represent that in render. And yeah, that's about it. Let's render it again. So that's how I created this, and you can see the difference between when the material is applied, and at any point of time you can change the scale of it, because to me it's looking a very small size, so I will increase that, maybe 8. It's too big, it's like 5. And I think it should be around 0.01 or 0.1 2, yeah. And let's see again. Absolutely, my values were not right, that's why it was not looking good. Yeah, now it's looking like I want. So let's scale it down a bit more, maybe around 3.5. Yes, or maybe 3. And let's render it again. So render is done, and definitely it's looking just like I created. Okay, you can easily make out the cubes and the shading on them. Yeah, so that's how you can create the Lego style pyro, and it applies to any simulation. If you are doing this blast, fire, or some other thing, so if you you can see in the video also, this video, this was the blast, and this is the fire. So that's how I created this Lego style pyro simulation. So I hope you like this tutorial and find this tutorial helpful. If you like it, please don't forget to subscribe my channel and like this video. And if you have few comments, or if you want to say something, please write down in the comment below. And if you want some tutorial from my end, please mention below. Don't forget to subscribe and like this tutorial, and don't forget to hit that bell icon so that you can get the notification as soon as I upload this video. Okay, stay healthy, stay safe, and take care of yourself. We'll see you next time. Take care.